Hello everyone, welcome back to another weather forecast here by the Hurricane HQ, and today we are going to be going over today's severe weather threat and what could be happening in the next few days. And before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to never miss the next weather update. So as you can see right here, we actually have a slight risk on the latest Storm Prediction Center outlook, and that slight risk is actually centralized in the Tallahassee area, the central Florida Panhandle, very southwest Georgia, and southeast Alabama. We also have that marginal risk that's surrounding the slight risk here. This one extends from about the Florida Panhandle through Alabama and Georgia, and then the other side extending through Florida and going back up to Georgia. So we're mainly going to be seeing some severe weather being moving in this general direction this way, with the worst of the storms most likely being in the Tallahassee area, maybe a little bit more north. But yeah, that general area is probably going to be getting the worst of the severe weather today. If we actually jump over to our tornado risk, you can see, luckily, we have a 2% risk for tornadoes everywhere in the earth. So yeah, that is good. Less than 2% risk in all areas, so that is definitely really good. If we actually look at our wind risk, we have a 15% chance of wind gusts over 57 miles per hour in this region, and a 5% chance in this brown region here. And finally, our hail risk. And our hail risk, luckily, doesn't look as high as our wind risk. You could see a 5% chance of some hail in this brown region. Luckily, not a 15% chance like our wind risk. But yeah, hail risk, definitely a concern, but not too much of a concern from the wind threat. So the wind threat is like probably the worst thing that could be happening today in these severe thunderstorms. Now, if we actually jump over to our current watches and warnings in the U.S., you can see we actually have a lot of flash flood watches in parts of very southeast Texas, southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and southern Alabama, and a lot of flood warnings along these rivers, so river flood warnings and flash flood warnings in those areas. So definitely got to watch out for flooding in those areas because that's a huge concern throughout the past few days. And if we actually head back to Florida, you can see we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect in this pink area here. You can see right here in this region is a severe thunderstorm watch. This is actually in effect until, let's actually see. Yeah, this severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until, it doesn't say. That's odd. But yeah, it's in effect most likely till the severe threat moves out of this region. So probably once it gets to about Lake City, they will cancel this severe thunderstorm watch. But at the moment, we actually have a severe thunderstorm warning just south of Albany in Georgia, and just to the west of Tifton in Georgia. And we also have a special marine warning just south of Panama City. I believe this also is in part of Panama City, but also you could be seeing some dangerous conditions, especially on marine waters in that area. And if we actually take a look at the radar, you could see we actually have a squall line that's pushing through that area. So most likely a small squall line could be delivering those thunderstorms in that region. And if we actually jump over to our satellite today, you could see that right here we have a ton of convection in this area right here in Florida and Georgia. That is where that line of thunderstorms is located, and that's where we're going to be seeing the severe weather threat today. It looks like it's going to be more of an afternoon threat, the severe weather threat, more of an afternoon kind of thing. Nothing really to worry about that much in those regions, though, as it's not that high of a risk. But definitely got to watch out, as we could be seeing some strong winds in that squall line over there. Now, if we actually take a look at our current U.S. conditions, we could see basically what's happening. So if we look at our wind speeds pretty light and variable around the U.S., maybe a little higher off the shore of South Carolina and North Carolina, but generally pretty light If we look at our wind gusts, the highest wind gusts could be possibly in the northeast, right offshore of North and South Carolina. Maybe even parts of Texas and New Mexico could be seeing some pretty high winds. Now, if we jump over to our, actually, let's see, where is that? Temperature. Our current U.S. temperatures, and we're going to jump over to 3 p.m. These are probably just about our highs in the U.S. You can see it's going to be a little chilly, especially in these regions. It's going to be a little chilly. You can see maybe some temperatures near freezing in some of those regions, but it's going to be pretty warm, especially in parts of California, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada. All of those areas are going to be pretty warm, especially the West Coast and the Southeast also. Although the Northeast and a lot of the central U.S. is going to be a bit below average, though. So mild conditions, but a little bit below average still. And our humidity is going to also be relatively dry all across the entire western portion of the United States. You can see that is going to intensify that fire risk also. Very winds aren't that strong. Low humidity and pretty high temperatures could drive some fire risk, probably in like California, Arizona area. Probably the highest risk today for some fire weather. But we are seeing this higher humidity values in parts of northern Florida, mostly where those thunderstorms are currently impacting. So now we're actually going to go and jump over to our weather models, and let's actually go with a high resolution rapid refresh model. And we're actually going to take a look at our future radar on this. 1 second. Here we go. Precipitation. So this model will show the precipitation type model, and you can see we're mostly just going to be seeing that severe weather. Actually, let's head to the southeast real quick. So yeah, here's the southeast view. There we go. That's a little bit of a better view. Nope, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna head to a state real quick. There we go, Florida. So as you can see, we have those thunderstorms starting to fire up. This is just about right now-ish. Actually, what time is this actually? This is about 11 a.m. So this is about now. You see those thunderstorms firing up over here. And if we actually take a look at the model and what they're showing, they are going to be moving pretty slow, but we could be seeing that squall line forming and moving across through Florida. And maybe this is like the last part where it's going to start breaking up right after this point. So probably it's going to continue to like 3 p.m. and then start slowing down. Maybe moving into southern Georgia is where the highest threat. We could see some scattered thunderstorms in eastern Florida also, but nothing really to worry about. I think the highest risk area is probably going to be in the central and eastern Florida panhandle and maybe southern Georgia also. And that's where the highest risk of severe weather is probably going to be today. If we actually take a look at our surface cape, you could see we actually have some instability, not that much. You could see we're going to be seeing an increase, so probably in these regions is the highest risk for that severe weather to pop up. With those areas maybe getting above 1,000 cape. If we actually take a look at our wind shear, you can see we also have a little bit of wind shear. Not too much at the moment, but maybe enough to support some severe thunderstorms, especially in some of these regions. You can see right here. This is that wind shear that we're going to be seeing those severe weather. So I think central Florida panhandle and southern Georgia is the main risk today. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope everyone enjoyed and found it informative. If anyone has any further questions, feel free to leave those in the comments section below. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and join our Discord server. Discord server just passed 65 members, and it's a pretty active community. So if you want to talk about weather and chat with the community, great place to go check that out. And yeah, the link for everything is in the description below, and have a nice day.